boys, we are today at another secret location, and if you believe that, you will believe anything. No, today, nothing as exciting as that. We are at a farm auction, a proper one. So this auction was on Saturday, and you wouldn't think that this would be something that I'd want to speak to you about, people in the waste industry, aggregates industry, but there is a reason why. So I'm at the auction, and look what was in it. A big pile of sand goes right to the back, and then that massive pile of stone. So this young man is in one of our machines loading up a subby, and this subby is delivering this stone into our yard, which is then going to be used and sold to customers at, well, I hate to say it, at about 40, 50 pound a tonne. 30, 40, 50 pound a tonne. And you might be wondering about these auctions, what did I pay for that stone? So me and my lad was here, and what did we pay for that pile of stone? Can you remember?
108 quid.
180 quid. So that's our 4th wagon load. So we've had 4 wagon loads out, and up to now that was 180 quid. So this pile here, I will tell you now, is oh, and before anybody starts getting at me about the digger's got no beeper on it, I've asked him to turn it off, and me and him are staying right back here. He knows we're here, so don't anybody get excited. But yeah, so we might get, in theory, out of that pile of stone there, I don't know how many piles of stone, but we will certainly get a lot of stone. And these men, I mean, there's not a lot of stuff here now, it's all gone. The people have come, look, they're going around there and collecting everything. But you know, these old waste oil tanks, these auctions, basically, they just sell anything that's not bolted down. This full place has been sold, and what me and my lad bought is, we bought, well, I don't know how they've got them tanks now, there's the 2 diesel tanks up there. But this, basically, this property has been sold, and there is, I think, probably about 100, you know, 1,000 million acres of farmland as well. And then we bought these here, these York stone flags, and this ball, which is York stone, and that big brick. We bought, so what else did we buy, son? We bought a few bits, but you know, I'm here at the end of it now, just showing you around this auction, and like I tell you boys all the time, these auctions are brilliant for you to sell your stuff. So all the stuff that you boys get in your skips, right, all you boys get stuff in skips, yeah, this is all the stuff that's in these auctions, and it is perfect. I'm showing you around here, probably not even allowed in, I don't know, but you know, this here, everything you see there, this full place, when they do these auctions, look at that 2021 harvest. They sell everything. I mean, literally, they come in like this. They just come in and say, right, this on Saturday was full of stuff, all in there, full, completely full. I don't like to bring the camera because I've got a proper camera now. So it makes people nervous when you're videoing. But this full place was full of stuff, yeah? And the field was full of stuff. As you can see, still quite a bit of stuff out there, and I'll show you it. But you know, it was full, you know, like I say, there's a tractor there, look, forklift tractor. They sold this actual thing here. They sold the farm that I'm stood on. This farm sold for 2 million. I don't know how much land there is, but there is a great deal of land. And I do mean a great deal of land. You know, this sort of stuff, old tools. This is a shit that we get in skips every single day, all this old junk. I can't remember what that sold for, but I think that old pile of wire there did 3 or 4 times. Well, them ladders there, I know for a fact, did 65 quid. And you boys will know we get plenty of them because I bid on them. I get loads of ladders and I come to somewhere like this and then I bid on them. But this field, basically, as we look at it here, there's my pile of stone. Look, that's how big it is. Look at that. Look at that pile of stone there. How good is that? I'm in a right touch there. I've got probably 15 loads. How many loads of stone do you reckon there? If that's his 4th one he's loading now. Off.
I reckon there's about 7 more.
I reckon 10 or 15 loads. So I've paid for the haulage. I've paid £85 haulage, and I've paid The stone was 180 quid. So that makes the stone about, what, I don't know, say, well, we're talking less than 50 pence a tonne for Type 1. What a touch that is. And this is what I tell you, boys, these auctions, this is just a normal farm auction. If you ring up your local farm auction people, there's one in every town, I guarantee it. We go to all these auctions. Listen, them boys, all they want to do is sell your shit. And what they don't want to sell you, you know, they want to sell you stuff and they want to sell stuff for you. That's their job. Without you, they can't make no money, so they're keen. Do you know, like day-to-day life, you'll know yourself, you go along, don't you, and you're dealing with these people. Now, everything's hard work. Everything is hard work. All right, mate, have you got this part? Oh, 1 minute, I need your red G card. Whatever it is, everything feels hard work. With these auction boys, you've got to remember, if they're getting 10% of the sale of everything here, and I can promise you this full field was full, there was lines, you can see the lines up the trailer there, and that was full all the way along there with all these old tyres. That was full of stuff down there. You know, this full field was done. Luckily, obviously, I said to my lad, I said, I'm going to take the camera, see if I can get a bit of footage. You know, but like I tell you boys, it's a good secondary income for people who are in the skip job. We were saying on the way here that for this farm to sell for a couple of million quid, and I'm not sure, you know, about any of the actual details, but I do know one thing. When we come down to this farm, down a track, how long was we driving? A good 5 minutes? No. And it said private road, so I presume this farm is, you know, a 5-minute drive, at least in that direction anyway. So yeah, how mad is that? So this, I mean, it's a shame, innit, as well, because all us, you know, farmers and waste men and stuff like that, we have a lot in common. We fix all our own stuff. We, you know, we work long hours. We're all in the same, we're all in that same sort of job, aren't we? You know, it's a shame that they're all fucking it off. To be honest with you, I think anybody would agree that the waste job, you know, if there was something better to do, we would probably do it. Don't know what that is like, because, you know, like I say, for me myself, I'm just, you know, I'm just a pair of hands, really. I wouldn't be no good in an office. I'd be clawing up the walls and all that lot. It's a shame, but yeah, this is, like I say, I love to say it, this is a secret location. This one actually is, man. The full farm's locked down. We've got the keys. They've had I think they've had a lot of stuff stolen from here and stuff like that. So yeah, so these boys, I know who these work for. These lads come from the local scrapyard to these auctions, pick the stuff up, and then put it all in the, and then weigh it all in. So these boys are going to all scrap out. Look, that's a building, that. Well, I tell you what, there was a stable there, and that stable's gone as well. So yeah, in this auction, there was a look at that. Look, I bet she's doing a bat survey. I know that this is gone for development. I think they're going to try and do something with it. But yeah, there was a stable here, big stable here, that's been taken, because we're 2 or 3 days after the auction, and then that's just a load of shit. These gates, how much was them gates, Leo? Them gates was like 60 quid each. 60, 70 quid, weren't they? Something like that. What you lot doing? Ecology? Why, what, the building?
It's just for the Doggerbank wind farm.
Oh, so we're having a wind farm?
No, it's offshore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, I've got a YouTube channel, so you know, you won't be famous or out. It's the auctions I follow. Oh yeah, so what? So you're going to do a thingy here for a wind farm offshore?
I think they are running a cable down. It's not here, it's somewhere nearby.
Running a big cable?
Yeah.
You're just making sure there's no bats?
Basically, yeah.
No bats and newts. That is a smart grab lorry, that. Nice and new with a big shell on it. He comes to all the auctions and buys all the stuff, that lad. So there you go, that's interesting, isn't it? They put a wind turbine up somewhere and then they have to dig up the countryside. And I'll tell you what it is, actually, saying that, I know there's a big what's it called, substation around the corner from here, a massive substation. It's the biggest one in the area. So they must be doing the, must be putting the cable in for that. How long's the cable, if you don't mind me asking? You what? 40 kilometre cable?
Yeah, it's very long.
God, that cable must cost thousands.
Yeah.
I'll try and keep your face off the video. It's only figure 40 kilometres. How big must the cable be to do it? It'd be as big as that truck.
Yeah.
They do quite a bit of damage to put the wind turbine in, don't they?
Well, I don't really know much about
that side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, okay, I'll leave you to it. Cheers. Oh, you heard it here first, kids. So if they put a 40 metre cable in, imagine the damage that's going to do. You've got the bad job, boys. You've got the shit job. I know. Yeah, so that's mad, innit? That's probably what they're doing here, innit? That's probably what they're doing. That's maybe why this farm's been sold, because they're putting a 40 metre cable in, 40 mile cable from one side to the other. I'll get a video of that grab working, because I know you boys are like that. What a good truck that is. Brilliant truck, look at that. How handy is that? I know you IAB boys love a figgy. I wish it was my lorry, it's not, unfortunately. Look at that, look, there you go. Look at that. Look at that, perfect. See, these auctions are half fun. Got a good operator on there as well. Yeah, perfect. Right, so that's a good lorry, that is for sure. So my boys, you know, we'll load this stone up, keep going. I don't think there's a lot more else to show you down here, but I thought it'd make a good video. That big clearance job, hopefully we're going to do some work on that and get that cleared out. But boys, you need to be putting your stuff in these auctions. Do you know what as well? You lot who are like me, where your mind is off like crazy 24 hours a day. My lad's like it. If he sits down more than 5 minutes, he's... Bloody hell. If he sits down more than 5 minutes, he's bored out of his head and all that lot. You know, that's what I am. If I sit for more than 5 minutes in one place, I feel like I'm going mad. These auctions, they're on most weekends. So you probably really enjoy yourself coming down and getting stuck into one of them. But you just have to go careful that you don't end up buying loads of stuff, because that is my biggest thing. I mean, I've bought all that stone now, haven't I? And where am I going to put that in my yard? How many loads do you reckon there's, Pork?
That's 3 there.
So that's 60 tonne. Must be another 200. 260 tonne. 300 tonne, 400. Good job, innit? 12 more loads. 12 loads, 12, 30, 15 loads, so that's 300 tonne. I'll tell you what, we weren't far off. Right, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. There you go, look. It's getting tipped, it's getting tipped. Just to show you. And I'll cut it short. Like I say, that pile of sand there sold for 90 quid, but I didn't fancy it because it had loads of stones in it, so we won't be able to just sell it straight out the yard as type 1. So I give that a bit of a side step, but yeah, that stuff, bang on.